Well, did I ever tell you about 7 days that engulfed my life? That all started one day when the missus appeared to know something. She just came out of the blue with something that implied she had a bit of knowledge. Well, do you know, I couldn't work it out. I thought, funny, she don't normally know nothing about nothing. She's normally the font of all ignorance. I said, well, what do you know, Jack? She said, I know what the capital of Libya is. I said, well, how do you know that then, Jackie? She said, I don't know, I just do. I said, well, what is the capital of Libya then? She said, I should think it's Tripoli, hunnit. I said, well, I'll have to take your word for it. I said to Shane, Shane, she's not the same. He said, well, what do you mean? I said, she knows stuff, the capital of Libya and that. He said, who? Well, how did that happen, bah? I said, I don't know her. He said, well, what are you going to do about it, old matey? I said, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I intend to get to the bottom of it, I can tell you. So the next night I was determined to catch her in the act. I crept downstairs in the middle of the night, and there before me was the answer. There she gill, splayed out on a sofa, going ahead and watching the BBC 24-hour news channel, if you please. I said, well, what you doing, Jackie? She said, what do you mean? I said, well, what you doing watching news? You don't normally watch news. You normally watch Come Dine With Me on a loop. She said, you know, I don't rightly know. I think I'm addicted. I said, well, what you addicted to, Jackie? She said, events raging around the world. I said, well, that's a rum old do, hunnit. She said, I should think that is. I said, well, what you gonna do about it, Jackie? She said, I don't know her. She was a shrekking and a going ahead. I said, well, what you gotta do, you gotta make choices. You gotta get the slot back in your life. You gotta decide whether you wanna watch EastEnders, good, or 24-hour rolling news, bad. And you know what? She listened to me. Within weeks she had got her inner slob back, and knowledge was a thing of the past. She'd got her life back, and she was happy to watch nothing more than Holmes under the hammer. Good old Gil. That was a close one.